Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Chaos-Reighn here, and this time around I'm going to be showing you an update to my Hallow-palm Self-chill Raider. And yeah, it's a lot of words for a build, and basically, basically I just finished the axe and I am now into mapping. I just started mapping in my league. I'm probably gonna go decently hard on it. I'm not gonna go like crazy. I don't want to new life it, but for the most part, I'm going to be bringing content in standard because I'm going to be basically making different methods to farm and posting those, so you guys can kind of get an idea of, you know, easy ways to make currency. Now, I will be using these methods in League, and I can go over them and touch over them as I make my currency and as I make a pretty decent living, or you know what I mean, a pretty decent amount of exalts, and you know, get enough exalts to build a second build, so on and so forth. I do plan to make multiple builds this league and take them pretty decently seriously, not go like all mirror tier, but you know, just have some fun. But without further ado, let's go to our hideout and let's see this build in action, shall we? Now, I still haven't fixed my reses. I'm a little bit under on fire, a lot under on fire, a little bit under on cold, and I'm still using a tabby. I actually have the prophecy chain up for the armor I need, but it's on 2 and I haven't seen 3 in a while, so I just have to wait. I'm only on tier 1 maps anyway, so it's, I just went back in the map I finished. We gotta go back out, and I just got to maps like no more than 5 minutes ago, and I'm kind of thinking about maybe I'm gonna look into getting a pair of 2-tones with fire res, and then just seeing if I can roll T1, or if someone has a pair with just T1 fire res to kind of round off my resistances. But before I do that, I'm gonna, you know, finish a bunch of T1 maps. Now, I am able to do ultimatums and everything like that on here. I haven't tried alking one yet. That's fine. So let's see what it's like out. I'll do that later. Now, as you know, I've been kind of tweaking the build a little bit here and there. I still have open slots in my helmet and open slots in my gloves, and I did that on purpose because I'm actually gonna go and look at all the different skill gems and kind of pick and choose which ones would be best for me. I'm thinking one of them is going to be Flesh and Stone, but I need an Enlighten if I'm going to do that. Other than that, I'm just going to kind of play it by ear and see how things go. Alright, so pretty much this is the general mapping speed. As you can see, it's pretty quick. I have 7 Frenzy charges, and I have, you know, obviously I haven't finished my first, my last Ascendancy, should I say. I found Tane, huh? I guess I have to kill his Metamorph after this. Now, I still need a bunch of stuff that are unique only. For some reason, roomies are really expensive in this league, so I'm going to have to save up. You know, just the wonders of playing in console. Things tend to be expensive for no frickin' reason. Looks like we found our first harvest, too. Wow. Alright.
This way, Exile.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk to you. Let's see. Changes fossils. Don't even know if I can kill these very efficiently, but looks like I can. Alright. What do we get? Change stack of essences. I will keep that. And there's not really anything here, so we're just gonna... I'm just gonna skip this one altogether.
I'm not up to that just yet.
No, that's it. Alright, well, let's just get on our on our way. This will be a good chance to kind of show you what it's like in Ultimatum. So the
You
playstyle
will fall
is
to ruin.
running gun, so to speak. Basically, all you do is this. This is the entire playstyle. There's nothing much else. I'm gonna kill these guys real quick. As you see, I am
Ruin
attacking
arrives
extremely
suddenly.
quickly. I can actually tap 4 times and it's gonna attack 4 times. And that's basically because of all of the action speed. Now the action speed is really
Ruin
good,
surrounds
but
you.
just make sure you don't get animation locked if you're gonna do something like this, because you will. It's gonna happen. Let's see. Choking my asthma is fine.
Avoid the miasma if you can.
Got 1 rune on me, okay. I need more health, obviously. My armor is gonna have health. My boots, when they're done, are gonna have health. I'm not too sure what boots I want, if I want uniques, or if I want to invest in
There's the breath
crafting a
of
pair.
living
We'll
air.
see. I'm thinking of crafting a pair just because I want to stack effect of non-damaging elements like I did in my ice shot in standard, and that was really fun.
You emerge
Oh,
victorious
I died.
no more.
Well, I did get some loot from it, but unfortunately I got one-tapped by something, and it's probably something with fire damage. Unfortunately, when you're not res capped, that happens. Excuse me. But as you see, it's a pretty smooth playstyle. Once I get my resistances fixed up and I have the currency to just kind of put into, you know, rounding off the pieces, that'll be pretty good. I can get 10 more resistance via my ring because it's lowest of lowest on the resistance roll. And I think I need to bless it too, so I think I can get 11, and that'll pretty much set my cold up. I just need to get my fire up, and fire shouldn't be too big a deal. I might be able to craft something like fire and chaos res or something of that sort. Alright, Tane, I get it. I'll deal with you after I'm done with the map. Alright. As you see, my normal running around in the map speed is pretty solid. I'm able to get from place to place, even in a long map like this, really easily. Go ahead and kill this guy. Now, I will say my gem links haven't changed, or my gem links have changed. I'm not using Conch Path anymore, and that's because I move so quick that Conch Path just kind of seems like a hindrance at times when I'm teleporting to something and trying to move around. I end up teleporting backwards or something like that. So I am only using my ice skill here, Ice Crash, and I don't really see a problem with just using Ice Crash. As you see, the playstyle is I Ice Crash in the middle of a pack and I walk away. And as I'm walking away, they die. Sometimes, like you saw, there's going to be a rare that'll live. But as I'm working on the build and as it's being, you know, finished off, I'm sure it'll be like just a cakewalk to get things done the way I need to get them done. So here's an example of an abyss. So as you see, I just pretty much ice crash all around. As things spawn, they die. You do have to be careful. I am about 50% block right now, and I have a decent amount of evasion, but my armor is giving me no stats because I'm still using the tabby. So once I get the armor up, I will make a updated build guide and or you know, kind of like a build diary, and I really hope that that people like this. This is a definitely a fun build for me. So it's extremely quick. I don't have really anything to worry about. My bossing damage is just stupid, as you see, and this is really excuse me. Keep dying over here. This is really low on my bossing damage too. Like I can push this to about 2 to 3 times this, If I get my ascendancy, it'll just almost double my damage, I believe. But I digress. When I get it, I get it. Let's just put all this away. All right, smothering, less recovery rate. That's fine. All right. Alright, we're fine. See the alchemy's over here. Put these away. Alright. So as you see, I'm pretty much going through the maps real quick. The bosses are dying real quick. Obviously these are tier 1s, but I am fresh out of the axe, so being this speedy at tier 1 is really a solid kind of scaling point. From here, things are only going to get better. Obviously, I still need a better pair of boots. I still need a different helmet because I'm using the gold still. I still need an enchant on my helmet, and most of all, I still need my ascendancy, and of course the armor. But the armor's on its way. I'm not worried about that. So the ascendancy I am taking is pretty much the same. I am going to, after this I'll show you actually. I think I forgot to do tame in the last map. Oh well. That's one kind of upside about the goal is you get the mini acceleration shrine and it just kind of makes you zoom zoom. Oh, my first trial, sweet. Alright. This will kind of give you a idea of what trials look like on this character. Obviously, I'm probably going to die a lot and lose my experience, but, you know, and I am pretty quick, so... Let's see...
I'm not up to that just yet.
Ow. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ow. What that was, but it hurt. I have very respectable trial speed. Once I'm able to finish this character off, I'll probably make it a lab runner. Not like a full-time lab runner, but a decently speeded, pretty solid lab runner, if anything, and go from there. I have basically no real reason not to do lab because of how fast I am and everything like that, so it's kind of a no-brainer for me. It'll be an easy source of income, and then I can show you what the end result of the build would be like faster. Alright, looks like I didn't die once in my very first trial. That's pretty cool. As you can see, it's pretty self-explanatory. As you excuse me, as you go along, you're gonna basically be able to kill everything in one shot almost. Bosses like this take a couple of hits, but it's a lot quicker than a lot of league starting builds, so it's fine. Alright, I need to find the trial master and do his trial real quick. I will also say my tree is scuffed. It is by far where it needs to be. Long cry from it, and I do have regrets because I've been doing a lot of these trials, and I've been just saving up all my regrets. so I am pretty much okay.
Choking vapors seek the living.
Alright, so this is what I mean by a little bit, gotta be a little careful sometimes. There are, like, those rare modifiers can really stack up on you and really hurt. Now, I will say that there is a world where I take an inspired learning and take these buffs along with getting all of my self-chill effect and everything like that. And I believe that will probably be towards the end of the build, or even towards the midpoint, depending on how, you know, how long it takes me to get there.
Ruin arrives suddenly.
I want that. Thank you. 3 chaos. We'll do choking miasma 2.
Miasma spreads.
So what I do is, if I see a rare, I'll throw down a bunch of crashes right next to it, and then just watch as the AoEs tick it down, or, you know, just walk away and let it tick it down. Stormcaller should be okay as long as it's level 1.
Approaches.
As you see, my life is extremely low. I do have a lot of levels to go, and I don't have a lot of points that I have dedicated to spend anywhere. So what I'm going to do is probably spec purely into life, and then when I'm done with everything, I'm going to respec everything, and you know, just kind of get the points saved where I can, optimize everything. I will need to eventually take some different jewels and clusters, but for now, this is pretty much the performance of the build. I'm not having any issues, fresh starting at maps, so.
The vapors are inescapable.
Ooh. Ah. Yeah, you gotta be careful still. They hurt. They don't hurt too much, but they hurt. They're gonna hurt a lot less when I get my Kintsugi.
Vagaries of
Alright.
chance.
So, let's see. Why not? Let's take that too. Now, as you saw at the end there, it wasn't really touch and go. Like, they didn't really have too much of an issue, or I didn't really have too much of an issue killing them. It's just, you know, not being res capped can be a real big rip on that, so I'm aware of this. I just haven't had the currency or the time or anything like that to invest in getting everything set up. I know that I will be getting a bunch of fire res with Kintsugi, so I might end up going out of my way and buying a non-linked one and going from there, just as, you know, a what do you call it, a precaution slash, you know, just to kind of get the ball rolling, I guess. Alright, so this is my first metamorph. Let's see how I deal with metamorph. Well, metamorph's dead, and so is everything around it. Alright, cool. And I got a chaos orb. Yeah. I'll take that too.
I'm not up to that just yet.
And as you see, this is my build showcase slash build diary update. It is really fun, really quick. I'm able to run around maps like crazy. Once I get my last ascendancy, that's when things are gonna just seem silly. I'm just gonna basically run straight through enemies and delete them and everything like that. I will have insane evasion, pretty good block once I get a roomies. Things will just be all around good, and it's just getting to that point might take me a while, but I'm in it for the grind, and I will definitely show a updated variant of this as I get the update myself. I do appreciate anyone who is joining me along this series, and if you want to see anything specific, or you want to recommend a style or a type of build to kind of mess with it or anything like that, feel free to do so. I'm all ears. I don't really have a lot I'm doing. Like I said, I'm just basically with this build, I'm getting life, and then after life, I don't really have too much. Well, without further ado, I do appreciate you tagging along once again in my videos. and take it easy.